put your hands together for the long-awaited Manchester Malaysia Night 2020 titled Wallflower.
The Manchester Malaysian Night is a yearly performance that allows Malaysian students to express their creativity on stage and present Malaysian culture in a unique and dramatic fashion. It will be no different this year until COVID-19 came along. Time was ticking for us to develop a COVID-proof production. We were left with no other options but to leech off the Malaysian students' personal lives as material.
What do you want?
Hi, my name is Versa. I'm interviewing uni students to find out how they are coping with adjusting to the pandemic. Would you be interested?
Well, getting people to cooperate would be harder than we thought. Finally, we managed to coerce 3 lifeless, naive individuals to sit down with us and essentially agree to air their dirty laundry to the public. These brave souls recount their experiences of 2020. So much so, it turned out to be a little too emotionally draining. But what would a documentary be without some tears? Dear 2020, Confessions of a Uni Student, premiering on 9th May 2021.
Bandar Singapura sangat ramainya, terang benderang di sini sana. Jangan marah, saya bertanya, Encik adik siapa nama?
Bandar Singapura tanah Malaya, sebagai jiran Indonesia. Abang bertanya nama saya bernama Siti Zawiya.
Indah terpandang di tasik hari, air berombak bagai menari. Siti Zawiyah yang baik budi, dari manakah datang kemari?
Dari Gelang ke Bukit Timah, baik singgah di Tanah Merah. Abang tanya, Siti dari mana? Siti datang dari Sumatera. मेरा झुमका उठा के लाया यार वे, जो गिरा था बरेली के बाजार में। मैं तो ठुमका लगा के शर्मा गई, बोली घूम कर बता दे के मैं आ गई। मुझको लौटा के नाच ले, आजा नाच ले मेरी यार, तू नच ले, झनक झनक झनकार। हो नाच ले मेरे यार,
顺应所谓的大潮流。画笔或刺头，应该没说明我所有。哇哦，不找借口，懂的人自然能看透。没想边界太多，别用外表解说我。不解不愿反驳，我拒绝只谈如果。我管你的感受，我管你的感受，我管你的感受，我管你的感受。
Music, dance, culture, stories. The United Kingdom has a special history when it comes to education and students from Malaysia. But no other place in this entire Queensland has much more of a deeper background than Manchester. Throughout the years, the many Malaysian students that have come and gone developed a long-standing tradition of telling tales that connect us back home to our roots. These stories, while largely fictional in nature, reflect the importance of current social issues and how they relate to the average Malaysian through a grand theatrical performance that captivates the audience, both Malaysian and the local people here in the United Kingdom, as well as trying to promote conversation about these issues. The Manchester Malaysian Night. However, the devastating COVID-19 pandemic and its impact has made it especially challenging for us to tell these stories, on the stage at least. Drastic changes had to be made, and in the place of the usual large-scale theatre performance, an idea for a film, the first in Manchester M. Night history, was born. It was to tell the story of Erin, a young woman from a less than stellar socio-economic background with deep interests in Malaysian politics. We would see how her passion and dreams challenge her as she tries to stay true to not only her loved ones but also her morals and ultimately herself. However interesting the original idea may be, the more drastic the pandemic became, as well as increasing social distancing regulations, have made it harder for the production crew to get their work done, albeit for good reasons. Planning was made especially hard due to the lack of physical interaction between the core team. Everything was online, from planning to writing to recruiting.
Thank you so much for taking some of your personal time to come down and sit with us. The purpose of this interview is just for us to ask you a couple of questions.
What do you feel are the main differences between working for design from a stage performance to an actual film?
Personally, I wasn't a part of the stage performance last year, so this is my first time with M. Night, and I went straight into designing for a film. Because it is scaled down, I can go more into details with the designs and actually bring it to life.
I just thought that this is a great opportunity, and it's a safe one too, to learn videography.
It would be very difficult to decide the dates for the marketing timeline, since we're not really sure about the restrictions and when those restrictions are being lifted.
Thank you so much for your time and taking the time out of your day. It's really great to get to know you better. We'll get back to you soon on the results of this interview. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome to the core team.
Everything was done through the World Wide Web. Needless to say, there were numerous hurdles and technical difficulties along the way. Some comical.
So for this scene, I feel like we need to change up a few things. The first thing is that... What?
Okay.
Okay. I was I don't know, that one, my Zoom crashed on its own.
And others downright annoying.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What? No!
On the bright side, the crew managed to shoot some of the early shots of the film, and there was a great atmosphere all around, showing positive signs of success for the project. However, as they say, nothing lasts forever.
Every part of the United Kingdom is now in lockdown, with people being urged to stay at home as the scale of the public health emergency becomes even more daunting.
The virus is spreading even faster.
Greater Manchester is feeling the effects of COVID-19.
The infection rate in university areas exploded.
The risk at this point in time, in the middle of winter with this new variant, is extraordinarily high.
You must stay at home. You may only leave home for specific reasons. Unless we act, we could see deaths in this country running at several thousand a day.
How do you think we should deal with things now?
I don't know, honestly. I'm stumped.
We could discuss this with everyone.
Did you say that we don't have to discuss this? Okay, we do need to discuss this right now. It's an urgent matter.
Sorry, YK. Can't hear anything. What?
What?
Sorry, Lily? What's going on?
Right now, we're not making any progress. So let's stop here and we'll meet up again maybe like tomorrow when this whole Zoom thing decides to work again. Okay? Bye guys.
I have an idea.
Bye.
Guys.
Sadly, after much discussion, we struggled to come up with a proper backup plan for the situation that we did not want to find ourselves in. With a heavy heart, we decided that there was no possible way to tell the story that we initially sought out to. And so, there ends the story of Erin, before we even began. However, all that is gone is never lost. We never lost hope with the dream of a Malaysian night. M Night is more than an event. We tell important social issues that are currently affecting Malaysians here in Manchester and especially back home. And with that, we realize that there is still a story to be told. Our story. A true Manchester Malaysian story. We delve into the daily lives of three very average students currently studying in Manchester while trying to survive this pandemic.
When I first came to the UK, I wanted to obviously go out with my friends, go shopping, go partying, and spend a lot of time with them. Because I know once we graduate, we won't have that time anymore. So I'm gonna use this time to cherish every moment that I have with them.
But it's not feasible anymore this year. No traveling, graduation. It seems like my life isn't meaningful anymore.
This year, it seems like I paid my tuition fees for nothing. I only received PowerPoint slides from my lecturers. I didn't even get to go to university once. And just overall, I couldn't enjoy my uni life.
You really want to know?
very self-motivated person, you know. I managed to finish a lot of Korean dramas. It's Okay to Not Be Okay, Romance is a Bonus Book, Descendants of the Sun, Weightlifting Fairy, Live Alarm 2, Startup. Wait, speaking of Startup, have you watched Startup? Are you Team Good Boy?
I think I am good boy.
Right. Han Ji Pyong is so handsome. Macam segitu.
Who's that?
Wait, you don't know Han Ji Pyong? Huh? What? Okay, so I'm gonna bring you into the K-pop fandom. This is my gallery. Yeonjun from TXT. He's a very good dancer. That's why I like him. BTS on here, and that is BTS. My biases. Bias is someone that you like. Entertainment company with BTS and TXT also, and NCT has 23 members, so that's why it's like that. This is my all these albums like pictures, and these are my lights, and it lights up BTS. It's called an NCT Ultimate TS, Kim Taehyung from BTS. Stream BTS, stream K-pop. So nothing wrong with K-pop.
Achievements. Well, since you asked, I learned chess. And I learned yoga. Crap. Could you give me a hand, please?
Traveling! Now I have no photos to post on my Instagram. You know the pain?
So how are you managing your Instagram right now?
I upload all photos lah. Sometimes I add my face on other people's photos. You wanna see it?
You know, because of COVID, I've been doing LDR with my boyfriend for almost a year now. And it sucks so bad. But we still call each other every day to maintain our relationship, you know?
Do you have confidence in this relationship, especially during COVID?
No, I don't. I feel like my boyfriend is so distant from me now. He does not tell me things that I need to know. But when COVID ends, I really want to meet him so that I can like hold his hand.
Hold hands only?
Oh! My boyfriend's calling me! 안녕, 자기야. 밥 먹어요? 네. Ciao.
Oh, there's so many that I miss. I miss John, Simon, Alvin. Oh, and I miss Jason too.
Wait. So how do you maintain your relationship with them?
Oh, well, back in Malaysia, I used to spend like every single day with them, and then we'd play lots of games together, like food hunting, like hide and seek, you know, those kinds of games. Speaking of them now, I really miss their big eyes, all their fur.
Whoa. Wait, what? What fur?
Yeah, their body fur. You know, sometimes we even sleep together like all of us at once.
What? It's even that big?
I mean, they're not that big of a size, so like, can lah. But like, sometimes They even pee on my bed, so I kind of have to change the sheets often, but it's okay. It's like pros and cons, give and take, you know.
You don't have to be that detailed.
Oh, actually, you know, I have some really cute videos. Do you want to see? Hold on, I'll search them for you.
Can I just have a look at John? I don't think I'm ready to look at 4 guys surrounding you yet.
Wait, what 4 guys? They're my cats.
I mean 4 guys, like 4 male cats, yeah. I used to call my cats guys, so don't mind me lah, huh?
Oh, I see. Oh, well, actually, Jason isn't a boy. She's actually a girl, but like, we got her gender wrong at first, but then the name kind of stuck, so we just call her Jason. Oh, I found it!
So, I always scroll Facebook all day long lah, and there's this one meme on Facebook. It shows the cat face like this. So damn funny lah.
So about the
Oh yeah, and you know there's also this one joke on Facebook. Wait, I'll read it. It asks you, do you know which nation is your girlfriend from?
I don't have a girlfriend.
Exactly! Imagination!
Oh, so during this pandemic, I joined the Malaysian Student Society of Manchester, or I think you know it as MSSM, and I acted in one of their flagship events, M Night.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Can't you tell me more about this M Night thing?
Yeah, sure. So, I acted as the mother of one of the main characters in the story about a youth who was getting into the political world, and it was very fun for me. So I think despite all this lockdowns and the pandemic, I feel like there's a lot of activities and societies that you can join to keep your mind running and to keep yourself engaged, you know?
Oh, that sounds really motivating. So do you want to tell me about what else are you doing?
Oh, sorry. My boyfriend's calling, sorry. Annyeong.
Excuse me, but do you mind
mind
silencing your phone?
뭐라고? What did you say? I'm so sorry you don't look like my oppa, but that does not mean you can stop me from talking to my boyfriend or breaking our relationship. Now shut up. 자기야,
What did I do wrong?
Keeps me motivated. Nothing?
Okay, cut!
So Shahida, we have to motivate the students. See? Motivate them. Say about something.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
We review again, huh?
Oh, okay. Can.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, action!
Well, what keeps me motivated is doing things that I enjoy in my free time.
Oh, I see. So, what do you do?
Oh, I do drawing. I love drawing so much. I think it's just like such a fun thing to fill your time with, and it's just such a great interest to like cultivate. I think I'm improving like quite a bit. If you give me 10 minutes, I can actually draw a portrait of you right now.
Whoa, really? Shall we do it now and show the audiences the talent you have got?
Yeah, sure. And I'm done. Ta-da! What do you think? Looks like you, right?
That looks like me.
I think so.
Wow, amazing.
Oh, so I wanted to hit the gym back lah, because since lockdown, my muscle have all shrunk. You see this? But I still think I look solid.
Oh, so if the pandemic ends, I will obviously want to go out and hang with my friends, take a walk together, go shopping, go partying, and hopefully I will get to go back to Malaysia to see my family, especially during the summer. But importantly, I will be attending all the K-pop concerts that I have on my bucket list. I seriously have to meet BTS, NCT, TXT, 80s, The Boys, Stray Kids, 17. Like, do you get me? Have you been to any concerts?
Well, I've been to an Ed Sheeran concert.
Ed Sheeran? Huh? Who's that?
If COVID ended now, I think all I really want is to just take off my mask, go traveling, eat some good food, and like just be able to see all my friends again at uni.
To those who are struggling during these tough times, please seek for help and reach out to your friends, be it PUBG friends or Clubhouse friends. And to those who has friends who are struggling, please help them and avoid rejecting their feelings, because their feelings are valid. And most importantly, try to distract yourself by making TikTok videos.
I feel like during this pandemic, technology is king. Because even though I can't go out, there's nothing stopping me from video calling my friends or my family. And I'm someone who craves a lot of human interaction. So I guess that helps me with coping through the lockdown. If you want to talk to someone or if you feel lonely, you can just call anyone up. And I'm sure they're happy to hear you out. And if you don't feel like you want to talk to anyone, you can use YouTube or Netflix to watch Korean dramas or K-pop, because that gives me the serotonin I need to get through the day, you know? And also, I would like to tell you guys, I would definitely recommend this, is to always take one day at a time and celebrate small accomplishments. Celebrate you finishing one assignment or celebrate yourself finishing a 15-minute workout, because I guess that helped me get through the lockdown.
The message that I'd like to deliver is to always be proud of all your accomplishments, no matter how big or how small. Just like myself, I'm really proud of everything that I've accomplished, even though, they're still kind of halfway there, but it's okay because it's all about progress and not perfection. And I know that a lot of people are struggling to pick up new skills and learn new things during the pandemic, but I think it's equally important to remember that just taking care of yourself and staying healthy is a big accomplishment in itself, and I'm so proud of everyone who's doing that for themselves. And lastly, I'd like to perform a song for you that I'm going to play on the piano and that I've just learned during the pandemic, and I'm really proud and excited to share with you guys.
There you have it, a tale of 3 individuals, 3 friends, trying to navigate their lives during a tumultuous period. Despite their colorful characters, their stories show that despite all the hardships, the heartbreaks, and the difficulties faced in these trying times, that if you look deep within and try, you can always get back up. And that is the story that we are ultimately trying to tell, that no matter what happens, everything will be okay. Even if you feel that right now, nothing is. Until then, take care and see you next year.